Welcome back to The Inspired Entrepreneur with Heather Hope. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Heather Hope with The Inspired Entrepreneur Show. Okay, so if you're new here or if you forgot who I am, my name's Heather Hope. I am a law of attraction teacher, podcaster, YouTuber, that sort of thing. And I've written a book called The Inspired Entrepreneur. It is a 400-page book. It's 366 days of inspiration for the entrepreneur. So it's all the law of attraction geared towards business owners, self-employed entrepreneurs. It's not totally for you guys though. It's for anybody because it's a lot of it is very general. Today, in fact, is a pretty general message. So you can follow along each day, or you can just flip to whatever page when you feel called to do that, and you will receive the perfect message. It happens to me all the time. Okay, let's jump into today's thing because I love this one a lot. It's very short and sweet. I think it's like 4 words. I'm looking for it. Hold on. December 3rd. What you appreciate appreciates. I love this. What you appreciate, appreciates. Okay, so think about when you put your money in a bank. Put it in a savings account or some kind of interest accruing, right? And it appreciates, right? So whatever you appreciate, which is like whatever you put your focus on in a loving way, like if you go outside, I used to do this a lot outside. First thing in the morning when I woke up, I would go out in the backyard because I live on like 4 acres of land, and I have this amazing mountain view, and it's just such a cool area that I live, and it's very peaceful and beautiful, and abundance of nature and some trees and mountains and birds and all kinds of stuff. And I would go out in the morning and appreciate everything. I would appreciate the universe. I would appreciate the sun and the nature and the trees and the lizards and the bunnies and the chipmunks and the birds, all of that. I would just be out there appreciating, loving, right? Appreciating, putting my positive focus, attention on things of beauty, abundance. It's just an abundance of birds and nature and air and oxygen, right? And all kinds of stuff out there. And so I would go out there and I'd kind of have conversations with like my non-physical family and friends and all the living creatures out there in the universe as a whole and other, non-physical energy that surrounds me. And I don't do this anymore. I don't know. I think it's because the summer it's so freaking hot that I don't do it anymore. But every morning now I do right around like 10:30. I go outside and I feed the birds and the chipmunks every single morning. I give them water. I give them a bunch of bird seed, and then I give them peanuts like in their shell. And yesterday I was standing at the window and I started off with, I think, 2 chipmunks, like 2, 3, a month ago, weeks ago, or whatever. And then I ended up with 4. And yesterday I counted 6. I'm like, oh, geez. I love them so much, little tiny chipmunks. And I get the peanuts for them. And I just love coming back in because I'll go out there and I'm like, hey guys, good morning. How are you guys doing? Have a good breakfast. Okay. I spread it all out and they're all out there waiting for me. And then I'm like, okay, have a good breakfast. See you later. And then I stand in the window and I watch them, come out because they're all so skittish. The birds and the chipmunks especially. Geez, they run. As soon as they hear me, they run away. And then they hear the door shut, and I'm standing there for a minute, and then they start looking around, coming out, and then they see the peanuts, and they just run one by one to grab a peanut and go take off with it. But So I put my focus of appreciation on things that I want to appreciate. So no matter what it is, no matter what you put your focus on, you get more of that, right? So we need to focus on appreciation. We focus on things that we love, we get more things that we love. Abraham talks about this, about making lists of positive aspects. Like if we, gosh, let me read one. I stole the meme a couple days ago and I read it to my husband. Let me find it. It's in my phone. It's kind of hard to read. The font is a little difficult. But make lists of positive aspects. Make lists of things you love and never complain about anything. And as you use those things that shine bright and make you feel good as your excuse to give your attention and be who you will tune to who you are, and the whole world will begin to transform before your eyes. It is not your job to transform the world for others, but it is your job to transform it for you. A state of appreciation is pure connection to Source, where there is no perception of lack. Really nice. Really nice. So Abraham tells us, and that's kind of like they'll say stuff like do 30 days, and that's kind of one reason why I do 30 days. Typically, when I'm doing the 30-day, I typically things come to me within 7 days if I focus on them, like certain either if it's just ideas or movement, momentum. Like my journal that's coming out 30 days to manifest your success. Typically it's like 7, it's about a week, and a lot of movement happens, a lot of ideas, a lot of excitement, a lot of like me moving in the direction towards what I'm focused on. That's what I see. That's what I see. So I did 30 days because I think I do this all the time. Like this is my life, law of attraction. So what I've noticed is, for me, it doesn't take long for things to start manifesting. And a lot of other people don't do this work every day, don't do the things. So I'm like, okay, here, you do 30 days. I do 30 days. I do as much as I feel to do. And then I will stop for a little while. So anyway, so what you appreciate. So just a reminder to appreciate the things that you want more of, basically, or just in general, like having general appreciation for things in your life. So almost daily, I will remember to do this, especially in my house. If I'm in my meditation room, I'll remember, and I'm looking at my window and I have like, what are they called? I think my house is Spanish style. Well, I know it is. It's some kind of Spanish. So it is a lot of the windows are curved, if that makes any sense. They're curved, round, not round, but curved. And they're really cool. And they have shutters. The inside have shutters. And I just like this. I kind of like the style because it's different. And so I'll appreciate that. I appreciate, the new carpet in my rooms. I appreciate the cleanliness. I appreciate the design. I appreciate the things that I own in them and the art on the walls and I'll go around and appreciate things that I really love in my house, the house itself, the space that I have, the land, the amazing front that I have. Like it takes a while to get to the street. The whole landscaping. I was appreciating my landscaping this morning because I was appreciating the little chipmunks running around and jumping from rock to rock. And I'm like, it's really cool to have all this landscaping in the backyard because it gives them a playground to play in. I was doing that this morning. And, just going around appreciating things and really, appreciating that I get to live here. And, I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed. I'm very, all of that. Like, I'm not taking it for granted. Sure, I do. I end up taking things for granted because I forget about them. But Appreciation is a very different vibration than gratitude. Gratitude is like one of the biggest buzzwords in law of attraction and in the world. And, and Abraham has spoken about it so many times of gratitude, being grateful for what you have is a pretty different vibration than appreciation. Appreciation is just this pure vibration. Gratitude is like, oh, I'm so glad I have this because I came from nothing. It's kind of like you come from, kind of like a phoenix coming from the ashes and you rise, like, oh, I'm so glad I'm not where I used to be, kind of a vibration. Very important distinction. I never say gratitude. If I say anything, it's always appreciation or love or thankfulness. Like I'm thankful for having things, but never gratitude because I learned that distinction. So good stuff to know. Even my own students still use gratitude. It's really funny, even though I can preach it all day long. It's such a buzzword in the law of attraction world that, it's one of those that a lot of people have a hard time letting go of. But appreciate, love, like things, you know what I mean? And what you appreciate appreciates. It gives back. You get more of it. It's law of attraction, right? Whatever you're focused on that you love, you get more of. So there you go. Okay. I'm going to let you go. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.